Hello friends, I am a Ukrainian who does not leave the territory of his country. I would like to tell you what is really happening at the front with the help of animation and the information that the armed forces of Ukraine give us. Please support my work by liking it and also believe in our victory. Belomoskovsky, Siversky and Bilhorodsky sections remain unchanged. The situation in Svatove is difficult throughout the entire area of responsibility of the Liman operational and tactical group. The enemy continues attacks from Masiutivka, Kuzemivka and in Serebryanske forestry. The situation is particularly difficult in the area between Rayhorodka and Novovodyane. Russians are making progress west of Karmazynivka, occupying high ground. In this area, the enemy has a huge advantage in artillery and spares no ammunition. We can also see on the map that the Russians have advanced deep into Novoyehorivka, which seems to be under enemy control. It is about plus 3 kilometers, 6 kilometers deep in total, plus 6 kilometers wide, and the bridgehead is already 12 kilometers. And we are told how successfully they stopped everything. And why is this being done? What are your thoughts on this? Friends, write them in the comments below this video. Bakhmut sector. Fighting continues north and west of Klishivka, near Rayhorodka, Yahidne and Berhivka. The Russians hold the last height 197 meters, which offers a view of the entire village of Klishivka and allows them to defend themselves. This height is being fought for, and it is at this point that the Ukrainian armed forces began to cut a bridgehead in the direction of Andriivka. The soldiers have been in the village for several days now, at least one street, and to storm further would mean heavy losses. And for the Ukrainian military, this is the most valuable thing. They need to do everything to force the Russians to retreat. Avdiivka area. The enemy continues to look for weaknesses in the defense in Mariinka and east of Avdiivka. The situation in the Berdyansk sector remains unchanged. Fighting continues for Staromayorske and near Priyutne. Zaporizhia sector. Heavy fighting continues north of Robotyne and near the village of Serebyanska. Another part of Kamyanske is under the control of the Ukrainian armed forces. A fairly good foothold has been expanded in the direction of the villages of Luhove and Serebyanska. The commander of Russian troops in the Zaporizhia sector, General Teplinsky, will not be able to fulfill the defense task, as it is not a function typical for airborne troops. Paratroopers are trained to carry out short offensive operations. Under his command, the Zaporizhia and Kherson directions will fall apart, because paratroopers will not be able to organize defense, and then he will be removed and replaced by another. This general is on the ready. He doesn't have the brains to create new defensive lines. We believe in the armed forces. Aviation and artillery of the armed forces of Ukraine hit the sector of concentration of enemy manpower in Skadovsk district. The operational command South reported, during the strikes it was possible to destroy 24 occupants, 2 launchers of S-300 anti-aircraft missile systems, 3 units of armored vehicles, 1 warehouse of drones. The American media claimed that the Ukrainian armed forces lost only 10 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles out of 190 delivered during the offensive. Military expert Andriy Kramarov noted that these BMPs even withstood a tank shell. Recently, an epic battle took place in Zaporizhia. The Russians tried to surround our Bradley with 2 platoons, but the occupiers' automatic cannon simply moved them down. The enemy threw 2 tanks into the battle, but TOW missiles fried them. In this video you can watch how well Russian scrap metal burns. The head of the armed forces of Ukraine published a video of a beautifully destroyed enemy tank. The aerial reconnaissance was carried out by soldiers of the 57th Separate Motorized Infantry Brigade, named after Kosh Ataman Kostya Gordienko. The artillery of 45th 1st Separate Artillery Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine carried out the precision strike. According to the Washington Post, the Biden administration is now firmly committed to not sending ATACMS long-range missiles to Ukraine. This is such unpleasant news for the whole of Ukraine.